back all the way before the Daytona 500, I made a video basically, showing you guys who I think would win the championship. And now we're about halfway through the season, 10 races until the playoffs, and my predictions have changed pretty drastically. So, I wanted to show you guys my playoff predictions for the 2021 NASCAR Cup Series season. So, I have the round of 16, round of 12, round of 8, round of 4, and championship. So, last time I did this, I had Joey Logano winning the championship. So, let's see how differently my predictions changed. So, first off in the round of 16, I'm going to start with all the winners. So, everyone that has won a race so far this season, I'll put in this category. Kyle Busch, Truex, Bell, Logano, Byron, Mcdowell, and Bowman, and I think that's everyone who's won a race so far. So there you go. Should it be 11 drivers right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, there's 11 drivers right there. So now there's a few drivers I have getting in on points. I think basically a lock on points right now is the 11 of Denny Hamlin. I think he's definitely going to be in on points. I think Harvick's going to get in. So we got 13. We have 3 more spots to fill. Over 100 points up is Austin Dillon. I'm going to have to put him in there. So there's only 2 more playoff spots left. So this is probably very difficult for me to pick because I want to go somewhere between Kurt Busch, Reddick, 17 of Buescher, and Matt DiBenedetto, and maybe throw Chastain in there with the way he's been running recently. But I'm going to put Reddick in there. I think Reddick will make it. He's been running very good recently. And for this final spot, it's between Buescher, DiBenedetto, and Chastain. Matt DiBenedetto, as much as I want to put him in here, he's not going to make it. He's not had a great season so far. New crew chief, though. We'll see how that pairing is in the next few weeks. But I'm going to have to put the 17 of Chris Buescher in the playoffs. So here's your round of 16. Let's go over it again. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr. What's the guy's name? Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, William Byron, Michael McDowell, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Austin Dillon, Tyler Reddick, and Chris Buescher. I don't know why I keep forgetting everyone's names. But, so 4 people have to be left out of this round. So, a few people I think are locks to go into the round of 12. Putting Larson up there, putting Brad up there, putting Elliott, Blaney. Actually, I'm going to keep Blaney down here for a little bit. I'll have to think about him. Busch, Truex. I think Byron's going to advance. Logano's going to advance. Hamlin is going to advance. Bowman's going to advance. How much? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 cars here. So, 3 of these guys have to advance and 4 will not. So, Harvick's going to advance. Blaney will advance. So, if you do the math, only 1 more of these drivers can advance. So, I don't think McDowell's advancing. He just doesn't have the speed or the equipment in his car. Doesn't have the funding. Christopher Bell's been he's been very bad recently. His last few races have been awful for that 20 team. Austin Dillon, I could see advancing. Tyler Reddick, I could see advancing. Buescher, maybe. But I'm going to have to go between the RCR cars. As much as I really want to put Reddick up there, which I want to very bad, I think Austin Dillon is just a bit more consistent right now. So, I'm going to have to put Austin Dillon in the round of 12. So, Christopher Bell, Michael McDowell, Tyler Reddick, and Chris Buescher have all been eliminated in the round of 16. That leaves Larson, Keselowski, Elliott, Busch, Truex, Byron, Logano, Hamlin, Bowman, Harvick, Blaney, and Dillon. So, on to the round of 8. So, Kyle Larson will move on to the round of 8. That's self-explanatory. I think another lock for the next round. I don't really see a potential lock, but I'm gonna put Kyle Busch in there. I'm gonna put the 9 in there. Both of them have shown really good speed. William Byron, you may call me biased, but he's been very consistent, so I'm gonna have to put him in the round of 8. So we have 8 drivers left here. 4 will move on. 4 will not. I'm putting Logano up here. I'm putting Truex up here. So that leaves 6 drivers here. So only 2 of these guys will advance. I'm gonna have to put the 4 car and the 11. So that means I have Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, and Austin Dillon getting eliminated. So Brad has been awful these last few weeks. If you look at his finishes, he's struggling to stay inside of the top 10. He's finishing around 15th every single week. I don't think Brad's going to make it past around the 12. Alex Bowman, he's been good. He has 2 wins, but he just hasn't shown the speed on a weekly basis that his other Hendrick teammates have shown. So I have him getting eliminated in the round of 12. Blaney, he's like one of those drivers. He has a decent race, or he's just awful, and he's just not consistent at all. So I think Blaney's gonna get eliminated in the round of 12. I don't see him advancing. And Austin Dillon, he's a good driver, but I don't think he's good enough to make it onto the round of 8. So there you go, eliminated. Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, Austin Dillon. And in the round of 8, we have Larson, Busch, Elliott, Byron, Logano, Truex, Harvick, and Hamlin. So only 4 will advance. 4 will get eliminated. So on to the round of 4. I'm putting Kyle Larson in the round of 4. Again, that's pretty self-explanatory. He's the best driver right now, period. Like, there's no competition. Next, I have the defending series champion, Chase Elliott, going on to the round of 4. I think he's going to go back-to-back. That team has shown some really good speed. So, next, this is where it gets very hard. Because I don't, like, none of these drivers, I feel like all of them I could see going to the round of 4, but also all of them I could see getting eliminated in the round of 8. But I'm probably going to have to go with the 18 of Kyle Busch, just because he's shown some speed, but at the same time, he's been off. But I do think he will be consistent when the playoffs come around, so I do have Kyle Busch in the round of 4. So, you know what that means? Only one more driver can advance. As much as I want to put William Byron in there, I think he's getting eliminated in the round of 8. And as far as these other guys, Hamlin, he's been consistent, but I don't know. Lately, he's been up and down. Harvick, that whole organization is meh right now. Truex has really been struggling, and Logano's been decent. He hasn't been on the greatest of runs, but he's been decent. So I'm gonna have to put Logano in the championship 4. I think he's been running better than these guys, except for William Byron, but I just don't see him moving on to the round of 4. So here you go, championship 4: Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano. So, give a quick rundown. Kyle Larson already has 4 wins on the season, or 3 wins. I know. Oh yeah, it is 4 wins. It's 4 wins on the season, 3 in a row, dominant. Chase Elliott, defending champion, he has 1 win, but he's been very consistent, shown a lot of speed. Kyle Busch has 1 win, up and down season. More often than not, you'll find him up at the front of the pack. Joey Logano, same story as Kyle Busch. But out of all 4 of these guys, I think this one is pretty self-explanatory. Before I had Joey Logano winning the championship, but I have Kyle Larson being your 2021 NASCAR Cup Series champion. I expect him to have 8 wins on the path that he's headed right now. But that's just my take on who's going to win the championship. Tell me your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think will win the championship? How would you change up my list? Do you agree or disagree with anything I did? So that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys later.